At an early age, you're in grade 4 or 5 or grade 3, and you got this social media stuff, you got this mobile phone, the iPads, all that stuff, and you see that your friends go on it and they talk about it at school. You get a thought, and then parents are now responsible. We buy them an iPad, we buy them a phone, we buy them something, maybe not a phone, but something for little kids. We give them our phone. I'm guilty of it too. We give them our phone, and we go on things like YouTube for kids. And it all starts there, right? Which is okay so far. We try to make them watch Islamic stuff, but subhanAllah, it's very hard for them to just stop there. They start clicking to other places. And then before you know it, they've evolved into a habit of not knowing what else to do except phone, iPad, phone, iPad. And then they feel privileged, and they start sooking if you don't give it to them. And then they start giving you a headache, and you haven't got time for that headache, so then you give that to them. And then you want the phone back as well. You can't get it back, so you get another phone. And then you start going on it yourself. And you know what? Among the leading causes that studies have showed is that children copy their elders, they copy their parents, right? So if we are on it ourselves, no matter what you say to your children, they're going to be exactly the same as you, if not more. The latest studies show, on average, overall in the world, it's 2 hours per day, but I don't believe it. I think the 2 hours per day or 4 hours per day is called fragmented attention. Fragmented. It's throughout the day where you revisit the phone again and again, and then you take breaks and you revisit it again and again. So fragmented attention for about 2 hours. And that's very dangerous. Because what happens, studies have shown that when you have fragmented attention, then it lowers your level or capacity of concentration in the day, especially for the young people in our generation. As I told you, as a teacher, I see this. In the past, we knew that fish have a 7-second attention span. They say that humans had a little bit more, up to about 15 minutes or even 20 minutes. The older you are, the more concentration span you have. Children had about 10 minutes or a few minutes, and then it kept going down and down until now they say that children have a lower attention span than fish. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. And as a teacher now, it becomes very difficult to keep their attention. You've got to move quickly. You've got to move quickly. And most people don't listen or watch clips unless they're less than about 2 minutes on average. It used to be 15 minutes, but now 2 minutes, otherwise they don't want anything. What are you going to teach in 2 minutes? Just a very quick meme or a little picture or something like that. And this fragmented attention makes us want fast information, quick information. And then again, we also scroll between things, right? Quickly, 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 quickly. That translates into our life. You no longer can focus, you no longer can have this high capacity of concentration, you no longer can listen for a long time, you no longer can think deeply, superficial level. And it reminds me of a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ towards the end of time. He said, min alamat as-sa'a, from the signs of the last hour, he said, when knowledge, listen carefully, knowledge will increase. There's great knowledge. He also said, when jahl, ignorance will also increase. How can knowledge increase and ignorance increase? Well, the word ilm, knowledge in Arabic, has two meanings. Ilm either means knowing lots of information, vast information, but not deep understanding. And ilm also means knowing lots of information and deep understanding. That's true ilm. To be able to know lots of information and to know it deeply and understand it. And then knowing how to apply it, and that's called hikmah, wisdom. Lots of information, he said, people will know so much. Any question you want, you just go on Google and you ask it, mashallah. You get lots of information, it's amazing. I love that part. But understanding how to apply it, different story.
Yemen is at risk of the worst famine the world has seen in decades, according to the United Nations. The UN warns that 16 million people will go hungry this year, including some 400,000 children who will suffer from what it calls severe acute malnutrition and could die without urgent treatment.